This video was made in collaboration with Narutopedia. For more information, check out the link in the description. The Life of Isobu, the Three Tails from Naruto. Isobu, more commonly known as the Three Tails, is one of the nine-tailed beasts. It was last sealed within Yagura Karatachi of Kirigakure. Welcome to the Yamagi. In today's video, we're going over the life of Isobu. Before we begin, we publish a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. The Yamagi's reach stretches beyond just this channel, so if you're a fan of us, please consider subscribing to our other channels and following us on all of our social media. Help us reach our goal of passing 100,000 followers on all of our accounts by the end of the year. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Background. Isobu and the tailed beasts first came into being in the waning days of Hagoromo Otsutsuki, who used his creation of all things technique to divide the Ten Tails chakra into 9 separate bodies, and giving each a name. Sometime after being created, the sage explained to the young tailed beasts that a link existed between them despite their separation. He also foretold of a day that they would be brought together again, though not as they were, and that at that time someone would emerge to show them what true power is. In the anime, before his death, Hagoromo sent Isobu to live in a temple built for the purpose of protecting it in a region surrounding a large misty lake that would later become part of the Land of Water. During the First Shinobi World War, Hashirama Senju captured 8 of the tailed beasts and sold Isobu and Saiken to Kirigakure at the Five Kage Summit as a sign of friendship and to ensure a balance of power amongst the new villages. Decades later, Kirigakure, having been manipulated by Madara Uchiha, sealed Isobu into the Konohagakure shinobi Rin no Hara. They plotted for Rin to be taken back to her village as a Trojan horse, releasing the tailed beast to wreak havoc within Konoha. This failed, however, as Rin was fully aware of their schemes and opted to kill herself at the hands of her friend and fellow teammate, Kakashi Hatake, before their objectives could come to fruition. Eventually, Isobu was revived and sealed within its next Jinchuriki, Yagura, the 4th Mizukage, who managed to gain complete control and harmony with it. However, Yagura was placed under the genjutsu of Obito Uchiha as Mizukage until his death when it was dispelled. Sometime later, it once again revived, however it wasn't resealed into a host by the time it was encountered. In the anime, Tsunade states that Isobu disappeared after the 3rd Shinobi World War. Three Tails appearance. In the anime, Orochimaru instructed Kabuto Yakushi and Team Guren to take a young boy named Yukimaru to a lake. After they arrived, Kabuto forced Yukimaru to release all of his chakra, which caused the Three Tails to begin to surface from the lake. With Guren's help, the beast was completely revealed and they attempted to capture it. Their attempts proved insufficient, however, and the beast created a large tidal wave to wash its attackers away. The tidal wave gained the attention of a nearby group of Konohagakure ninja who tried to use 4-corner sealing barrier to permanently trap the beast in its own dimension. Just as the sealing began to work, the Konoha ninja were interrupted by Guren, which prompted the beast to attack them all. Yukimaru was able to calm the beast down temporarily, but after he became tired, the Three Tails turned his attention to him. Guren and Naruto Uzumaki came to his defense, but were swallowed in the process. With the help of their allies on the outside, they were able to escape, and the Konoha ninja tried once more to seal the beast. Just when the sealing was almost complete, Yukimaru, angered by the apparent death of Guren, empowered the beast to break free of its restraints. The Three Tails went on a rampage, attacking everyone nearby and crushing Nurari, Kagiri, and Kiho. Its attempts to attack Yukimaru, however, had no effect. It was only through the use of wind-release Toad Oil Flame Bullet that the beast was driven away. The sealing attempt was left to Anbu members, and the remaining Konoha ninja returned home. Deidara and Tobi of Akatsuki soon found these Anbu members and disposed of them. Akatsuki Suppression Mission. In the manga, Tobi and Deidara confronted the beast around the same time Naruto Uzumaki had begun his wind-release training, to which it responded by beginning to chase Tobi. With the Three Tails distracted, Deidara molded an explosive clay fish in an attempt to capture it. It was unclear if this marked the end of the battle, as the remainder of the battle went unseen. As the two towed the Three Tails to the Akatsuki lair after the battle, Tobi gloated at bringing the Three Tails down with his special technique, but Deidara thought otherwise. It was later sealed in the sealing statue. 4th Shinobi World War. Climax. After Son Goku was resealed into the demonic statue of the Outer Path, Tobi, who was intent on going all out from that point on, forced Yagura to fully transform into the Three Tails. The opposing tailed beasts prepared to attack the shinobi, but they were rebuffed by a fully transformed Naruto. Wasting no time in their attacks, the Three Tails evaded Naruto and Kurama's pile driver attack by rolling out of the way to counterattack after the 6 Tails had incapacitated them, but the turtle was stopped by the 8 Tails. Freeing itself from the Oxus grasp, the opposing beasts regrouped and prepared a collaborative tailed beast ball, which was met by one from Naruto and Kurama. As Naruto entered a deeper plane of the tailed beast's consciousness, Isobu, who remembered meeting him in the anime, introduced itself to the young shinobi. Later, as Isobu was freed from the chakra receiver, it affirmed Kurama's belief that Naruto was the person the Sage of Six Paths had spoken about so long ago before being resealed into the demonic statue of the Outer Path. Birth of the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. Isobu appeared alongside the other tailed beasts with the exception of Gyuki and Shukaku when the Ten Tails looked down at Naruto. Thanks to the combined teamwork of the allied shinobi forces, Isobu, along with the other imprisoned tailed beasts, was later pulled out of Obito and thus freed. When Madara ran towards the tailed beasts, both Shukaku and Gaara conjured numerous sand bullets and were able to restrain the Uchiha's movements. Using the opportunity to attack, the tailed beasts each took a swing at their opponent, giving the sand-manipulating duo an opening to use their desert-layered Imperial Funeral Seal. But Madara managed to escape the sand pyramid with a Susanoo. As Naruto, in tailed beast mode, pinned Madara down with a tail, Isobu and the other tailed beasts joined in and did the same to increase the damage, but the Uchiha survived their attacks and retreated to a safe distance. After he received his own right Rinnegan eye from a white Zetsu clone, Madara quickly summoned the demonic statue of the Outer Path from Obito's body, and used the Rinnegan to repel the tailed beasts. With the tailed beasts stunned, Madara then chained them up and sealed them back into the demonic statue. Later, the chakra Isobu transferred to Naruto earlier manifested within Naruto's subconscious, along with the other tailed beasts, to speak with the young Jinchuriki and the spirit of Hagoromo Otsutsuki. There, they all voiced their shared belief that Naruto was the child of prophecy. Kaguya Otsutsuki strikes. After Madara's ambitions were cut short by Black Zetsu, who revealed to be the silent manipulator of shinobi history since it was first created by Kaguya Otsutsuki, the black entity used Madara's body as a medium to resurrect its creator. During the battle against the tyrannical princess, Isobu and the other tailed beasts continued to support Naruto by giving him their combined power to overwhelm her. Ultimately, Kaguya was defeated by Naruto and Sasuke, who used the Six Paths Chibaku Tensei to eject all the tailed beasts from her, and seal her away inside a newly created moon within her own dimension. After the spirits of Hagoromo and the past Kage summoned both the tailed beasts and Team 7 back to the real world, the tailed beasts began to discuss their plans for the future since they were finally free. Sasuke, however, made his own intentions known, removing as many people as possible who could get in the way of his plans of leading the world through a revolution to do away with the current shinobi systems, including killing all the current Kage and tailed beasts. Just as Sasuke swiftly subdued the tailed beasts with his Rinnegan and sealed them within his Chibaku Tensei, Naruto reassured the tailed beasts that he would save them once again. After Naruto was able to defeat and reform Sasuke, the two dispelled the infinite Tsukiyomi and Sasuke released Isobu, along with the other tailed beasts, from their prisons. One Tail Escort Arc. When Urashiki Otsutsuki began targeting Shukaku for its chakra, it was deduced he was interested in all the tailed beasts' chakra. Naruto organized a telepathic meeting with the other tailed beasts, except for Matatabi, Kokuo, and Chome, who each refused to accept aid from humans in fear of being captured and used again by them, despite their trust in Naruto, and thus they decided to skip the meeting. Personality. Isobu speaks in a timid manner, referring to itself as Boku, which is usually used by young boys. Seeing as Yagura had full control of it and befriended it, it's assumed that Isobu isn't as rude or outspoken as some of the other tailed beasts and got along with his Jinchuriki. Abilities. As a tailed beast, Isobu possesses an enormous amount of chakra that it can transfer to others and can create the tailed beast ball. It also has the ability to create coral and swim at very high speeds. Kirigakure was so confident of its destructive potential that they, under the influence of Madara Uchiha, intended to unleash Isobu in the midst of Konohagakure to destroy the village. In the anime, it could produce a hallucinogenic mist that exploited the victim's insecurities and forced the victim to face them. Abilities. Physical prowess. Isobu can roll into a ball to move about quickly and attack its opponents, making full use of the protrusions on its shell in a manner similar to the Akimichi clan's spiked human bullet tank. Isobu's tough skin and shell also grant it additional defense, allowing it to withstand nearly all forms of attack. It can also use any of its 3 spiked tails to strike its opponents and break through most defenses. In the anime, Isobu's only known physical weakness is its eye. As tough as its skin and shell are, it cannot harden its eyes and thus seems to keep one closed at all times. Abilities. Ninjutsu. In the anime, Isobu's abilities were greatly elaborated upon. It could create shockwaves to repel attacks and produce large tidal waves around it, enabling it to overwhelm Guren's crystal release several times over the course of their battle. When Isobu ate something, thousands of miniature versions of itself would attack what was eaten within its stomach, presumably to speed up the digestion process. It is also shown capable of performing space-time ninjutsu, materializing an entrance to a separate dimension in which it could hide its presence until it was ready to return wherever it chose. Abilities: Nature Transformation. As a turtle, Isobu has an affinity for water release. In the anime, it was shown to fire powerful water blasts that are capable of destroying an entire cliffside. Did you enjoy our video? Be sure to check out these other great videos from the Amagi, and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.